persons led by Kokomi marched towards Lok Bhavan seeking response from Governor on IDP resettlement. Governor assures presentation of detailed status report on various IDP related issues by tomorrow. Tension flares at the Ireng Naga village in Kangpopi district after Kuki armed groups allegedly vandalized the village gate and waiting shed and inscribed Kuki land and stay away on the village memorial stone. Controversy over alleged scam in procurement of paper for printing textbooks and answer scripts by BOSEM intensifies. DESAM members storm BOSEM office demanding inquiry into alleged scam and timely textbooks for students. Combined team arrests accused cadre of KYKL G5 group allegedly involved in Moirang oil pump bomb attack. Oil pumps remain shut for 4th day amidst appeals to ensure security for oil pumps and restore fuel supply. Milal President Waikom Gojan urges government to take steps for use of Maite Mayek on vehicle number plates inscription by January end. And Manipur delivers impressive performance at 33rd Junior National Fencing Championship 2026, securing 6 medals and emerging as overall runners-up in the girls category. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Following the January 12 deadline set by Kokomi seeking a response from the governor regarding resettlement of people uprooted from their homes in the wake of the May 3, 2023 crisis, a large number of agitators, including members of the IDP community, marched towards Lok Bhavan today. Subsequently, an 11-member delegation comprising representatives of Kokomi and IDPs led by convener Khuraijam Athoba met Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala. During the meeting at Lok Bhavan, Governor Bhala assured the delegation that a detailed status report on the resettlement of IDPs and other necessary actions would be presented tomorrow. Prior to the meeting, IDPs under the leadership of Kokomi carried out a protest rally demanding a proper response from the governor. Protesters had gathered at Takelambam Lekai from the early hours, ready to march toward Lok Bhavan after learning that the governor was initially out of station. Upon receiving news that the governor had returned to Lok Bhavan a little later after 2 p.m., the protesters resumed their march. In anticipation of the rally, a large deployment of state and central security forces were made in the surrounding areas of the governor's residence, and police set up barricades at Kashampat Bridge to prevent the protesters from forcing their way through. The rally was blocked at Kashampat Junction, where protesters raised slogans demanding that authorities allow them to return to their native homes. Following the meeting, Kokomi convener Khuraijam Athoba, who had led 5 delegates from Kokomi and 6 representatives of IDPs, told media that the discussion, which lasted about an hour, resulted in the governor assuring a detailed status report on various IDP-related issues by tomorrow. Athoba added that plans for further action will be announced after the report is received.
미암나 제피드나 왕 한가가 파마 좀더 한바 왕다 너코이나 파품 비다버세 마시 노이 마람 자브라 자다브라 에코이 시레바시기 프라자 모이나 에코이도 노이 파품 비움 톡만 톡다브라 하이바시 에코이 양카나 항기 모두 분노 도 하이너바 타너바 마통다 गवर्नर माइकैदगी चीफ सेक्रेटरी माइकैदगी मखोई हयेंसी मोइ सोइदना अइब जेरो लोइना एखोइदा पिरगनी मदुदा मथौ ताबा पॉइंटसिंग लोइना हापगा एखोइ पिजरागे हाइदना तमाइना गवर्नरना हाइबिरे अदुना हयेंसी मोइना पिरकदोइबा जेरो सिंग अदुदा एखोइना मेमोरेंडम दा थंग्रिबा वाफम सिंग असिगा मरि लेनबा पॉइंटसिंग मयाम अदु यमिनरा मतुंगदा मखा ताबा एखोइ कै तोगदगे हाइबदु आईडीपी गी लापिरिबा मयाम गी लुचिंगबा सिंगा एखोइगा पुन्ना फमिनरगा लेवा मयाम दसो एखोइ लाउथोकजगे.
Tension flared at Ireng Naga village in Kangpopi district after Kuki armed groups allegedly vandalized the village gate and waiting shed and inscribed slogans such as Kuki land and stay away on the village memorial stone last evening. Angered by the act, villagers blocked the Kangpokpi-Churachandpur road from 10 a.m. today, leaving several vehicles carrying cookie passengers stranded. Villagers said that around 1:30 p.m., a self-styled KNFP leader identifying himself as Tiger called up Ireng Naga village chairman and demanded that the blockade be lifted, warning of attacks on Naga people if the protests continued. Around 2 p.m., about 30 armed KNFP cadres currently under suspension of operation reportedly arrived at the site and issued threats to the protesters in the presence of CRPF and Kangpokpi district police personnel, who locals allege remain mute spectators. According to villagers, the incident is linked to ongoing tensions over alleged poppy cultivation, opening of zoo camps and road construction in Naga inhabited areas. Condemning the vandalism, villagers demanded immediate and strict action against those involved, stating that repeated provocations have heightened fear and resentment in the area. A joint search operation by Kukching District Police and Central Forces is underway in Kairak, Hyanglam, Wabagai, Segmaijin and Pabakchau. The 48-hour operation involving 46 Assam Rifles, 33 Assam Rifles and Special Para-Commandos of the Indian Army includes drone surveillance over lakes in Hyanglam, Kairak and Wabagai. Searches are continuing in identified vulnerable areas and the operation will remain in progress through the night. No arrests or recovery of arms have been reported so far. Controversy over the alleged scam in procurement of paper for printing textbooks and answer scripts by BOSEM has intensified, with members of Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur Desam staging a protest at BOSEM office in Babupara, Imphal today. Led by Desam President M. Somojit, the protesters objected to the use of substandard paper without watermarks for printing textbooks and demanded timely supply of quality textbooks to students. Demonstrators reached the chambers of BOSEM chairman and secretary around noon, raising slogans calling for rejection of non-watermarked paper, blacklisting of erring firms and a high-level inquiry against Commissioner Education S, BOSEM chairman, secretary and other officials involved in the alleged scam. Police from Imphal police station intervened, following which 3 Desam representatives held talks with the BOSEM chairman, who also serves as Director Education S, and BOSEM secretary. Somojit alleged that the President's rule administration has been neglecting the issue and reiterated the demand for a high-level inquiry committee to fix responsibility. Desam warns of intensified agitation if quality textbooks are not supplied before schools reopen on January 15.
Asugum achouba scam ama tauba poche board masana su huji phawba khangsin usin leibse yaroi masana mase miam mamang da yajaga da bane amo ogera board ki na phonga puthoga da like se mairoi singi tamna ba koi matam chana amasu magi oipham toba quality du chap chana yauna bige da bani karigumba lari phangdabagi issue se thogla aba aduga answer sheet ki yam low quality ki perform ji sum tawraga exam tawpai mo ong lei taragadi masida thoglakba afa phattagi Texas Kudimak, board responsible over secretary, chairman, aduga education ESK commissioner, aduga PR Lenga Asina, Ugadama.
Combined team of Kukching District Police, Kukching Unit Commando and 46 Assam Rifles reportedly arrested an accused active cadre of proscribed KYKL G5 group allegedly involved in the grenade attack on an oil pump at Moirang Thana Lekai in Bishnupur district. Arrested person is 35-year-old Hijam Manichandra, son of late H. Panchamani from Waikong, Chingdong Lekai, Kukching district. Police said the accused earlier was member of proscribed KCP Taibanganba group and after being released on bail joined KYKL in November 2025 through one Inaubi from Wangu Maning Sabul. During interrogation, Manichandra reportedly confessed to his direct involvement in the grenade attack on MS Elders fuel station at Moirang Thana Lekai on January 8. A case has been registered at Waikong police station and further investigation is underway. Fuel stations have been closed since the bomb attack and similar incidents in the past few months. Almost all the oil pumps across the state remained closed for the fourth consecutive day, triggering an acute fuel crisis and forcing people to depend on the black market, where petrol is reportedly being sold at 150 rupees per litre or more. The prolonged closure has disrupted daily life, with commuters, farmers and traders facing severe difficulties. School transportation has also been hit hard. All Manipur School Students Transporter Association said many school van services are struggling to operate as they rely entirely on petrol-run vehicles. MSR Drive in charge H. Ranjit appealed to authorities to urgently resolve the issue, warning that students are bearing the brunt of the crisis. The oil pump shutdown follows a decision by petroleum dealers after the January 8 bomb attack at an oil pump near Moirang police station in Bishnupur district, along with alleged threats and demands made to fuel outlets. MSR also condemned the bombing incident. Stakeholders have urged the government and concerned agencies to ensure security for oil pumps and restore fuel supply at the earliest to prevent further hardship to the public.
School van thori ba ichinaw myam sidi akoi di thau yaudragadi petrol leitragadi akoi angang service se fazna bungfa to ngam jaroi mam di thau sin important akoi gi di leiribi issue se bom langsan bagi matang da akoi sengna akoi myam condemn tawjai adubu akoi request ti yari bamkhai atu matam da akoi gi sarkar na akoi leinari ba thau gi issue se yam atu da solve to biraga akoi school van chachari bangang sing sida PPB dena ba haina master driving ma gi myam da rolling sing.
All Manipur School Students Transporter Association has also begun inspections to ensure that school van services are operating in compliance with prescribed rules. As part of the drive, Amista today inspected school van services at Maria Montessori School in Koirengay, Imphal East District. Amista Drive team in charge H. Ranjit said key norms include a maximum of 15 students per van, mandatory valid driving license for drivers, and strict adherence to safety rules while operating the vehicles, including wearing of shoes by drivers. He said the inspection aims to verify compliance and ensure student safety, adding that such checks will continue across the state.
Maria ki site ki dra life ki highway se khoi hana so hire khrabni hogulak bade chum thoragadi mathang ta bade zum phagani highway se khoi gi thajaba lei buduna mar moirga khoi ngasi lakpani Maria school la khoi thengna base angang yamling na buba tari ni pang bu si awmi adu moi angang tra manga se angang tra manga hin pumba amani pu su thengna rami amastana tawriba RNR follow to ba sing yellow sticker nap taba school van ma thaw ma moi chakada sajat discipline lai daba hum tong daba adu ni sa cha ba sing khoi yengsan bagi akoi gi drive se mathang so dum chachkani government na su February dagi drive tawni na hai aduna moi tawtringa da chum thosi na khoina awareness pi ben laksabani
amasta gi site gi lakpiduna mai yengsan bi bisi yam phai khoi matung da jo any kari gumba information am lai matam da amasta site da khoi drive tin hijack ke
President of Maitai Irol Iek Leinashilol Apunba Lup Milal Waikom Gojan urges government to implement the use of Maitai Mayek on vehicle number plates by January end. He made the appeal on the sidelines of oath-taking ceremony of newly appointed Milal office bearers for 2026-28 term held at Sanamhi Shanglen in Imphal today. A total of 28 officials, including Secretary Paunam Thakaba and Finance Secretary Wahengbam Bedamala, took oath administered by Laningtau Sanamahi Temple Board Priest Maisnam Iboba. Gojan also called for destination signboards and at least two-thirds of the content on government and private hoardings, banners and backdrops to be displayed prominently in Maitai Mayek. He said the association would further urge the government to establish a dedicated institute for the promotion of Manipuri language and Maitai Mayek script. The newly formed team includes 3 members from Muslim community and 1 from Kawi community.
institute ama patamda lord make lagi aku gi lena silon si aku takut na bona ba lagi gi aku na lon di takut na bona aku na kasi lego si aku patamda pangku na bona ba lagi aku gi ilam dam sida leba पाना ले बकरी मुझे की लोन में ये ऐसे वो चौपट ना बा करना बना नहीं ना बा उसीदा नियम नसु कोई अतें क्यों
Former MPCC President and ex-Minister N. Loken accuses BJP government of causing hardship to the people and attempting to buy votes with money. Speaking at MGNREGA Bachao Sangram program held at Nambol Block Congress Committee office yesterday, he alleged that the government has failed to ensure people's rightful benefits. The program, organized by Bishnupur District Congress Committee under the theme Restore MGNREGA, Restore Dignity, Restore Rights, also saw Loken accusing the BJP of renaming Congress-era welfare schemes in Hindi and Sanskrit and projecting them as new initiatives. Former Moirang MLA P. Sarachandra and other Congress leaders attended the program and strongly opposed any move to alter or dilute MGNREGA. A resident of Kiamgai Takhok Makhalaikai, Abdul Masjid, urges authorities to take strict action against one Atikur Rahman of the same locality, alleging that Atikur opened fire on him. Speaking to media at his residence today, Abdul said the incident occurred on January 10 around 7:30 p.m. He claimed Atikur had earlier made false accusations, alleging that Abdul influenced proscribed KCP Nongdem Khomba group to demand money from him and had threatened his life over the phone. Abdul said he invited Atikur to his home to resolve the matter amicably, but Atikur allegedly arrived with two others, repeated the accusations and fired several shots. Abdul said he narrowly escaped unhurt. Denying any links with proscribed groups, Abdul also urged the concerned group to issue a clarification and appeals to authorities to ensure justice.
Hujik ai makha tarakpada mokhogi drug ki demand tawrakpada su ingonda taisanar ka dori any drug ki party na lairiba isini naw singsina demand tawba matamda ingonda oina charge tawre mingona makhoina haithare aduna ai ni isini naw singda party go iba isini naw singda su ai masak khangbi ba yawbre yengo ai isa si karigumba ai di party ga mari masulai sulai na de masak su khangna de phone number su pai na de ai ni insal laga demand asi tawhalli me haibase tawhalli me haraga ingonda kapchan thinjanba ai bu live attempt tawrise masi athu matamda masi Now
with that, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring in news on the observance of remembering Anal heroes Anal Pita Ni Alum. Keep watching Impact News.
Free Gynecology Camp January tha asi Cervical Cancer Awareness Month tabaga iroinana Siza Urban OPD Kaisampatna lakadoriba January tang 12 dagi 13 phawba ayuk pung 8 dagi ama phawba Free Gynecology Camp pangthok jagadori. Free Gynecology Consultation, free ultrasound screening loinana investigations and procedures singda 10% concession su pizagadori. Akupa marol kidamak pizariba number asida paw phawbiro. Free Gynecology Camp January tha asi Cervical Cancer Awareness Month tabaga iroinana Siza Urban OPD Kaisampatna lakadoriba January tang Free Gynecology Camp January tha asi Cervical Cancer Awareness Month tabaga iroinana Siza Urban OPD Kaisampatna lakadoriba January tang 12 dagi 13 phawba ayuk pung 8 dagi ama phawba Free Gynecology Camp pangthok jagadori. Free Gynecology Consultation, free ultrasound screening loinana investigations and procedures singda 10% concession su pizagadori. Akupa marol kidamak pizariba number asida paw phawbiro. Free Gynecology Camp January tha asi Cervical Cancer Awareness Month tabaga iroinana Siza Urban OPD Kaisampatna lakadoriba January tang 12 dagi 13 phawba ayuk pung 8 dagi ama phawba Free Gynecology Camp pangthok jagadori. Free Gynecology Consultation, free ultrasound screening loinana investigations and procedures singda 10% concession su pizagadori. Akupa marol kidamak pizariba number asida paw phawbiro. Free Gynecology Camp January tha asi Cervical Cancer Awareness Month tabaga iroinana Siza Urban OPD Kaisampatna lakadoriba January tang 12 dagi 13 phawba ayuk pung 9 dagi ama phawba Free Gynecology Camp pangthokjagadauri. Free gynecology consultation, free ultrasound screening loinana investigations and procedures singda 10% concession su pizagadauri. Akupa marol gidamak pizariba number asida pau phawiro. OPD Kaisampatna lakadoriba January tang 12 dagi 13 phawba ayuk pung 9 dagi ama phawba Free Gynecology Camp pangthokjagadauri. Free gynecology consultation, free ultrasound screening loinana investigations and procedures singda 10% concession su pizagadauri. Akupa marol gidamak pizariba number asida pau phawiro.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Observance remembering Anal heroes, Anal Pita Ni Alam, was held today at Anal Kulen in Chandel district. H.T. Francis, member of Anal Pita Ni Alam Souvenir Committee, highlighted that the Anal are an indigenous community residing in the state since time immemorial. The event held under the banner Remembering the Heroes of the Past on Anal Naga Tangti saw the unveiling of 2 memorial stones in honor of Anal heroes. United Naga Council President N.G. Lorho released a souvenir on the occasion. Traditional Anal dance performances and folk songs were among the key highlights of the observance. The program was attended by former Chandel MLA Victor Nunglung, Naga Hoho Vice President and members of CNPO and ANSAM. Speaking on the occasion, Francis emphasized that the community has consistently carried out observances to honor the heroes who protected them through generations. He also recounted the legend of Lord Wangbren and the Anal lad Thumker testing their strength by hurling boulders, illustrating the community's long-standing presence since ancient times. Francis further noted that in olden days, the king of the land had gifted tools to villagers which are still preserved to this day.
Manipur University dagi archaeologist mayamna Chandinda larga nungpanda anal tarau gi mafam tongan bada makoina excavate tawraga Paleolithic, Mesolithic stone tools mayam su phangi adugumba tools akhoi anakulen su akhoina khoigi imungda samaina khoi thamraga leibani sigumba sigise flake tools kaubani Mesolithic oiba Paleolithic oiba tool amadi sigise. We have found many here in this village. Yamna ariba antiquity ama leiba khun amasu oi akhoi analga khoigi maitaiga mari su yab kuina wangmren digi larga wari se leire.
National Service Scheme NSS Manipur University under the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports Government of India organized a marathon carrying the message Run for Swadeshi today to mark the 164th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. Speaking on the occasion, Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor N. Lokendra described Swami Vivekananda as a great patriot who upheld Indian culture and inspired youth with ideals of patriotism, sacrifice and righteousness. He said the run highlighted the role of youth in achieving a developed India by 2047. Floral tributes were paid to Swami Vivekananda's portrait during the program. MU School of Human and Environmental Sciences Dean Professor S. Jiban Kumar, Registrar Professor M. Premjit Muta, President Dr. K.S.H. Narayan and Dean of Students Welfare Professor C.H. Ibohal attended the event. Over 150 participants took part in the marathon.
Masisi Swami Vivekananda ki adugba manama tamamadu pikiba wakhalon India ki nationalist movement ki wakhalon sagat pada pikiba adugba ki wakhalon singadu masi khuji kreiba India ki socio political apoi ki pura leaders singasana magi wakhalon singadu hajaba magaloina na India da leiba apoi ki naha ki shakti pura narol sing energy se masi khajana chumna sin nagati kodra maki India 2047 dadi India mani because Bharat amu mani high ba du gumba wakhalon dulo na government of India aduga Ministry of Youth Affairs amadi atai topa ministries in finance sanaga India punum ki oina Run for Swadeshi hadun program simasi sagat pani.
IT Manipur also organized a run for Swadeshi to mark the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. The run, held from 5:30 a.m., saw participation of around 150 students, faculty and non-teaching staff. Organized by the Gymkhana Council under the supervision of Director Professor Krishnan Bhaskar, the run covered a route from IT Manipur campus at Mantripukri to Kangla and back. The event aims to promote physical fitness, indigenous values, and the spirit of self-reliance among youth, featured open and girls categories with cash prizes to encourage participation. Northeast Vegetable Farmers, Workers and Traders Welfare Union Manipur, a body registered under the Indian Trust Act representing farmers, workers and traders, has been formed to address challenges faced in the transportation of vegetables and fruits. Addressing a press meet at Wangkai, Ashangbi today, General Secretary Oinam Ranjita said traders are facing serious difficulties due to alleged illegal taxes being collected during the transportation of produce from outside the state. She said this has directly impacted supply chains and led to a rise in vegetable prices in Imphal. Ranjita stated that the union will take up the matter through legal channels and appeal to the public to extend support to their protest in order to safeguard the interests of farmers, traders and consumers alike.
Amadi akang ahikaya kara tanazaraba matungda akhoi je mangba hemalle akhoi je kamaina tawgani adu bataragadi akhoi gi oiba unel amma semla si aduga akhoi unel sida akhoi na haija bayaba changja bayaba akhoi apun bagi pangaloina karino haibado akhoi tawminara si aduga sumaina mayamgi apamba ima ibil singi apambagi wangmada tawriba misingi su angi oiba mateng lauraga akhoi na kari tawba yai haibado su akhoi na Inenjigi mateng dagi akhoi na kaino an yuebadu tongnanaba akhoi kona jagani.
To promote connectivity, tourism, culture and trade in the Northeast, Seva Health Link launched its Goyad Trip franchisee in Imphal today. The franchise was inaugurated at Konzeng Hazari Lekai opposite the Sangai Express building, with Seva Health Link Managing Director Ningthaujam Reshma formally opening the office. Noted Manipuri film personality Bala Hijam and RIMS director's spouse Adhikari Mayum Manju attended the event. Speaking on the occasion, Seva Health Link Goyad Trip franchise operator Sangeeta said that the Goyad Trip franchise aims to make air ticketing services more accessible and affordable to the public, while also providing guidance on all air travel related queries. She added that several customer-friendly facilities will be offered through the new franchise. Under 109 Battalion, CRPF's Civic Action Program, months-long jacquard weaving training program began today at Common Facility Center in Hyangthang, Imphal West District. The training was organized in collaboration with Manipur Apex Handloom and Handicrafts Artisan Cooperative Society Limited. During the inaugural session of the program, Registrar of Cooperative Societies W. Ibohol emphasized the importance of design, development and skill enhancement in jacquard weaving. The training will cover machine operation, fabric designing and techniques to produce quality woven materials. Two master trainers will teach participants how to set the machines correctly and incorporate designs into fabric, ensuring high quality output suitable for market and exhibition purposes. The inaugural program was also attended by 109 Battalion, CRPF's second-in-command Arvind Kumar Yadav, Deputy Commandant Alok Kumar and Avaz Chairman Y. Premchandra.
Akhoi Manipur akhoi sara yazare Manipur gi nupi sing si ki sara yam hai Manipur gi puthokpa makal gi fize Bharat ke atop state amadi India gi wang US is one of the market for the handloom product in our state. Demand European countries the Manipuri product may have palm away. Other than training programs in Matunda, Napoina Togoda training like hands for the Rogasakano, Masiki machines, young carnival machine.
A by 30 detachment of 30 Battalion CRPF stationed at S. Sahibung in Kangpokpi district has conducted a civic action program at El Hengjoy village to strengthen ties with the local community. Solar lights and tin sheets were distributed to villages during the program organized under the aegis of CRPF Manipur and Nagaland sector Imphal. Second in charge Sandeep Kumar Neeraj, Mahendra Singh, Assistant Commandant Ravi Chetri, other CRPF officers, El Hengjoy village chief Pausai Haukip and local residents attended the event. One-day free health camp was organized by T.H. Birachandra Singh Football Academy at the community hall of Sadokpam Lekai, where around 200 people received a free medical treatment and health services. The camp was conducted with significant support from the United Development Club, which helped in making the program successful and accessible to the locals. Following the deaths of Angel Chakma, Naga Students Union Delhi and Northeast student bodies proposed forming an interim committee to ensure sustained follow-up and accountability at the recent joint meeting in New Delhi. The meeting reviewed the NCST hearing of January 6, which flagged serious lapses by Uttarakhand police and reiterated demands for a CBI probe, a stronger anti-discrimination safeguards, reinforcement of Spooner, and inclusion of Northeast history in NCERT. Leaders agreed to create a unified platform to coordinate advocacy and respond swiftly to issues affecting Northeast students in the national capital. Now moving on to international news. Nationwide anti-government protests in Iran have entered their 16th day with over 544 reported deaths and more than 10,600 arrests, despite a near total internet blackout. What began as demonstrators over soaring inflation has evolved into calls for an end to clerical rule under Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Iranian authorities have warned they will retaliate against any U.S. military action, with Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bakir Kalibaf saying U.S. bases and Israel could be targeted. U.S. President Donald Trump stated that Iranian leaders seek negotiations but hinted Washington may act if violence continues. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and U.S. Secretary of State Rubio are monitoring developments closely. The United Nations Secretary General urged Tehran to exercise restraint and allow access to information. Exiled Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi is calling for coordinated nightly protests as the unrest enters its third week, marking Iran's most serious domestic upheaval since 2022. The 83rd Golden Globe Awards 2026 celebrated excellence in film, television, and podcast for the first time with surprise wins across categories. Leonardo DiCaprio's One Battle After Another won Best Comedy Film, Best Director, Best Screenplay, and Supporting Actress for Taina Taylor. Chloe Zhao's Hamnet took Best Drama Film, while Netflix's animated K-pop Demon Hunters won 2 awards. Amy Poehler's podcast Good Hang won Best Podcast, and Sinners from Warner Bros. Pictures claimed the cinematic medals and emerging as overall runners-up in the girls category. The Manipur contingent won 1 gold, 1 silver, and 4 bronze medals. The EP girls team clinched the gold medal, while the foil boys team secured silver. The 4 bronze medals came from foil boys individual, foil girls team, EP girls individual, and sabre girls team events. Manipur's Grand Master Shifu NG Jit Kumancha has been appointed head of jury for the 5th South Asian International Games 2026 to be held in Thailand. Currently serving as General Secretary cum Technical Director of Asian Federation, Jit Kumancha's appointment as head of jury was formally announced by South Asian All Sports Games Federation, which expressed confidence in his expertise and leadership. Prize distribution program for the winners of Hangam Thabi Sports Week 2026 organized by Hangam Thabi Youth Club was held at Hangam Thabi Community Hall today. The Sports Week was held from January 1st to 7. Winners of the second Nat Kirat and Islamic quiz competitions were felicitated along with achievers such as PhD recipients Said Sabanam, NEET UG qualifier Alvina Sani Kulakpam and students with top marks in class 10 and 12 exams. The program also featured the final match of Kabaddi, bringing the week-long celebrations to an exciting close. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Internally displaced persons led by Kokomi marched towards Lok Bhavan, seeking response from Governor on IDP resettlement. Governor assures presentation of detailed status report on various IDP-related issues by tomorrow. Tension flares at Ireng Naga village in Kangpokpi district after armed Kuki groups allegedly vandalized the village gate and waiting shed and inscribed Kuki land and stay away on village memorial stone. Controversy over alleged scam in procurement of paper for printing textbooks and answer scripts by BOSEM intensifies. DESAM members stormed BOSEM office demanding inquiry into alleged scam and timely textbooks for students. Combined team arrests accused cadre of KYKL G5 group allegedly involved in Moirang oil pump bomb attack. Oil pumps remain shut for fourth day amidst appeals to ensure security for oil pumps and restore fuel supply. Milal President Waikom Gojan urges government to take steps for use of Meitei Mayek on vehicle number plates inscription by January end. And Manipur delivers impressive performance at 33rd Junior National Fencing Championship 2026, securing 6 medals and emerging as overall runners-up in the girls category. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Admission open